Two 5-year-olds and a 3-year-old toddler are alive tonight thanks to the actions of this man, firefighter Jason Horne. He was at the right place at the right time. He fearlessly fought to save them. Horne was off duty. He was boating on Alvarado Park Lake outside Fort Worth on his day off. It was July 4th. Suddenly, he came upon a capsized 16-foot fishing boat. People were screaming that kids were trapped underneath. Horne had his own daughter on board, 12-year-old Emil, but he told her to stay calm, call 911, and stand back as Dad dove in. 3 times, Horne would dive in. Each time, there was a drowning child in worse condition than the last. Horne found the first boy by feeling around in the darkness underneath the overturned hull of the boat. He pulled the child out by his life jacket. Horne then dove back in again. This time, he came back with a little girl. She wasn't breathing. Horne laid her across the overturned boat, performing CPR until life rushed back into her lungs. He was exhausted, but then a desperate father nearby begged him to go back in the water. His boy was still submerged. Others came to help, eventually freeing the child, but that little boy was lifeless, no pulse. As they sped back to shore, Horne pumped the boy's chest until he began breathing again. Horne has 4 kids of his own. He says his training gave him the skill, but his parental instinct gave him the drive to act without hesitation. And I'm so privileged to say Jason Horne is joining us tonight. He's a firefighter, a medic with the Midlothian, Texas Fire Department. And you do deserve a hand of applause, a round of applause. Thanks for being on, Jason.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So I want to get into the details. About a week after this happened, you met that little boy that you saved. When you met him initially on July 4th, he had no pulse. He's so tiny. Your efforts saved his life. What was it like then meeting him a few days later?
It was great to see him. Precious little boy. He was obviously a little bit shy when he came in to see us, but he warmed up to me pretty quick. I got to pick him up and hold him and talk to him a little bit. So it was great to see him. It was pretty heartwarming.
I'd say the 2 oldest kids are age 5, the youngest are 3. Tiny bodies literally drowning in the darkness beneath you. How did you even find them? Can you walk us through what happened?
It was dark under the boat. There's no visibility. The water, as you can see in those photos, it's not super clear, but everything was by feel. I feel like I was at the right place at the right time. The first young man, I reached up and just happened to find his life jacket and was able to pull him back to the surface. The victim, the little girl, when I dove under the boat, I reached up and I felt her leg and was able to pull her underneath. And then the third victim, the one in the picture there, he was actually pulled out on the other side of the boat by a different party. But I was able to get him up on top of the other boat to assist him.
We're looking at the capsized boat, and you're right, the lake water is so murky. Jason, you saved 3 lives. You performed CPR on that little girl across the hull of a capsized boat. I don't want to just go over that because that in itself is such a feat. You're a firefighter, but you keep saying you're a dad first. What was going through your mind?
Not a whole lot. There wasn't a lot to think about. It was just kind of a reaction. Emily and I pulled up on it, and everyone was kind of, waving us down and knew something was going on. And whenever I pulled over there, they said my babies are under there, and my instinct was to go.
Do we have a reason on why the boat capsized? You mentioned the adults were screaming. Were they swimming near the boat? What was the situation when you arrived?
There was another boat that had pulled up to assist that was nearby. And I've heard a couple of different stories. I don't really want to speculate on what happened because I don't know the honest truth. But I understand that some of the people that were on the other boat had already been pulled from the water. And they were kind of realizing at that moment that those children were missing.
Such young children. And according to first responders, your daughter, she's 12, she was very calm when she called for help, taking after her dad, I suppose.
She kind of got left on the boat, and I felt real bad about it. But we were actually just running back to the dock to drop her off when we came up on this, and she picked up my phone and called 911 and stayed with them until we started moving towards the shore. and she got everybody coming that way, and she was my hero.
Well, you're definitely our hero. You've been stressing the importance of life jackets. You said this helped save these children. I just want to reiterate that this summer when so many people are on the water.
Yeah, I've always taught my kids that, you know, if you have a life jacket on and something happens, I can find you because you're going to float. You know, I believe with my whole heart, if those 3 children were not wearing life jackets, that would have been a recovery and not a rescue.
Jason, how are you feeling? Have you processed what you've done?
Yeah, it's been kind of up and down. I have been to counseling once just to kind of get on top of some things, and I'm not ashamed to talk about that at all. Emotions have been up and down. It's been the immediate week after was very hectic. I got a lot of people reaching out to me, a lot of news and social media things, and so it took me a little while to kind of understand and realize what had happened.
I don't say this lightly. You are a hero. I'm so privileged to talk to you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for making time for us. Firefighter Jason Horne. A true pleasure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.